Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I want to go over a story. Make sure my mics are on. Cool. I just saw on Zero Hedge. Sorry, I'm on my way to the gym, but I want to get this out right away because I think this is really important stuff. Because remember, on this channel, I warn you about things using facts. And I used history to show you what's coming in the future, but then there's this positive side to it because we're going to take advantage of these different situations. Bad things happen all the time to everyone. Situations arise, and it's just the very few people in this world that are prepared actually take advantage of it. And that's what I hope for all of you guys, okay? Hope you can hear me because there's traffic everywhere and it's loud. I just saw this story. Again, I'm gonna link it in the description below. Go take a look at it. I'm just barely gonna go over it. This is about food shortages that are happening right now but are gonna ramp up really quick because I want you to understand the narrative of what's coming. So let's go back into the pandemic. When everything was going nuts and they started shutting down everything, we saw all kinds of shortages in toilet paper, things like that. The reason why is because public fear was completely rampant. Few people were actually thinking that the supply chain was gonna last, that it was gonna hold, that there'd be enough for everybody. So what you saw is hoarding. You saw people running around, picking up as much as they could. I mean, you literally saw the whole thing of, people with the carts at Costco with 5 or 6 things of toilet paper, like you're gonna go to the bathroom that much in the next couple months. They literally had a couple of years supply. You saw things like toilet paper obviously go away, Clorox. You saw perishables like milk and things like that completely gone for weeks, all right? Because the supply chain just wasn't big enough to deal with all this. And what's crazy is, think about this. That was when we were at much higher employment rates, right? There was tons of truck drivers that were legally allowed to drive their trucks because they didn't have their hazmat certificates pulled, which happened this last January. So you had employees filling warehouses. Everyone was at work. Things were normal to a lot of people, right? Not to me, because I was warning people about it actually in November and December of 2019, and people wouldn't listen. But by and large, in the early 2020, people were at work. This was normal. They were just like, hey, we're ramping up, something bad's coming, and we're gonna close down everything, and everyone's gonna go hide in their house for 2 weeks. So I wanna now bring you to what we're about to see now. There's no hiding it. The media is hyping it up right now, and it is real. You guys know that I just got over having the sniffles, let's say. And I got lots of friends and family who have the sniffles right now, and it's real, okay? But there's a lot of hype also on top of that. I wanna make that very clear. There's a difference between reality and hype, all right? And so what's happening right now is we already have many, many food companies right now being very clear, hey, we've got shortages, we got problems. And so I'm gonna highlight one right now, and this story actually talks, it's a very good one. They talk about the next shortages are not gonna be because of a surge in demand, which we saw in the beginning of 2020. It's gonna be because of a drop in supply, all right? We have a drop in supply because of a couple different reasons. Worker shortage, so they can't physically get the material. Supply chain breakdown, actually there's 3. Where we have goods coming from other countries that can't get here in a timely manner. And then we have I think that's it. I'm totally blanking out. I'm going off the cuff here on most of this stuff. So my point being is that, and we have the weather patterns that are affecting literally food crops right now worldwide. Worldwide, there's crazy weather stuff that has not happened in decades, or literally close to half a century, or we're even seeing weather that's affecting crops that has never ever happened in recorded history, like what happened with was the extreme heat in Sicily. I don't even remember. I want to say it was like 120 degrees. The insane frost of, negative, I want to say 29 degrees in Brazil. Things like that, things that have never happened, okay? And so, again, story of hope, right? Because if you see trouble coming ahead, you see a food shortage, go buy a little bit of food and you're gonna be fine. And then you're gonna take advantage of the situation, okay? You warn people, but here, and there's always gonna be some idiot in the comment section that goes, well, I can't believe you just take advantage of people. Well, no, it's actually you're that person. Because if you can't see this and you're not bright enough to walk down to the store and buy an extra thing of chicken legs, well, you're an idiot. I mean, that's, yeah, okay, we'll buy your stuff. You could sell us your car super cheap so you can go buy some overly priced food, because that's coming. So here we go. Bloomberg just came out with this. Some of the largest food distributors are reporting difficulties fulfilling orders because of a lack of workers. That's the main issue, right? Cisco, if you haven't heard of them, they are the ones that supply restaurants and schools. They're a trucking company, a food distribution company. They're huge. They are currently turning away customers where demand is exceeding capacity. Seriously. This bird right here, I'm just going to knock it out. What are you doing? What are you? Now he's going to jump right behind me now. All right, here we go. So they're turning away orders. Cisco doesn't want to do that. They're in the business of making money. Every order they got to turn away, that demand they can't fill, that's money being lost. All right, hashtag go away, bird. Hashtag go. What do you want? You gotta love doing videos without editing. There are channels right now that'll just edit that bird out. Like you wouldn't even hear it. It'd just be a bird in the background. All right, so anyway, I'm just joking. So right now, food inflation is about to soar. And this is what Cisco is saying. It is about to soar, and this is why. And this is the stuff they're citing right now. So again, I want to say they're the largest distributor of foods to restaurants and schools nationwide. But don't quote me on that. They're talking about a few things. Chicken, pork, paper products, think takeout, the logistics of all these places that are doing takeout where they normally didn't do as much takeout, okay? So paper products, bacon, ribs, and chicken tenders, okay? That's a list of a few things right there. So if that's all the stuff you like, Ninja likes that stuff, you may want to buy a little extra, okay? And you know what? Be smart about it. You don't want to Mongo buy ribs and show up to your fridge and go, Mongo don't have room for ribs. Mongo eat ribs now. You know, I mean, that's, you know, you've only got so much food storage. Do it smart. But here's the thing. This is what they said. They said, look, prices are rising in wholesale numbers right now, which means Cisco is saying we are rising the prices of food to the restaurants, to the schools. You wait. They're saying wait, because it's going to translate to higher prices in the retail sector. And I'm telling you, I do believe in the next 8 weeks, you're going to see some pretty impressive price movements. I've been going to restaurants where the menus are blacked out, and then they'd put new prices, and then those got blocked out. And they said, look, we can't even get paper products. We can't even get new menus made fast enough. So just let us know what you want, and we'll give you the prices. So I want you guys to think about that, okay? Start thinking right now, preparing. Go, hey, what do we normally eat? What do we normally eat? And some people are gonna go, I guarantee you I'm gonna see this in the comments, I'm gonna use this as a time to lose weight. I'm gonna do intermittent fasting. You know, honestly, that is a great idea. But I'm just gonna say you might want some food that, like canned goods, canned vegetables that store for a long time. I guarantee you that's gonna keep up with inflation right now. Think about it, just a can of green beans, fresh cut green beans, you know? That's smart. So you might start intermittent fasting, like, this is great, I'm losing like 20 pounds a week. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, I'm really hungry, and I might want some food storage. And then, hey, if you don't need it, guess what? It's good for like 2 years. Just be practical. And then get ready for the garage sales. I'm not joking. It's gonna be epic. All right, with that being said, I hope you guys got something out of this. No editing, bird sounds, car sounds, people looking at me weird. What? I'm making a YouTube video. I gotta go. See you later.